Hey y'all, my name is Katrina. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do the Booktube Newbie Challenge. It's not a challenge. Hey y'all, it's Katrina. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do the Booktube Newbie Tag. It was by a booktuber named Brenda C. I found it on a fandom wiki for booktube tags, and it had a link to her booktube, but it's unlisted and she does not have any content, so I don't know if she just gave up on booktube or whatever. But I did want to give a shout out to the person who created this tag. Okay, question 1 for the Booktube Newbie Tag was, why did you start this channel? Well, it's because I love reading, I love talking, I love YouTube. Okay, number 2, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I really hope I can just bring my voice to YouTube once I'm comfortable. I'm one of those people who, once you get to know, at first when you think I'm standoffish or, you know, stuck up or something, but once you really get to know me, you realize I'm a big goof, a big dork. And so I hope that just my voice, my way of seeing things, my way of talking about books comes out. I sent some kind of test things to I have 3 adult children, and then I have 2 children still at home, and my eldest son is quite creative, but he's also really good with like computers and stuff like that. And I told him to look at the channel and tell me, what do you need? What do I need to do? He's like, where's my crazy mom? Because I talk to them on video chat basically every day, and he just was like, where's my mom? And I have to get used to being on camera. So I hope that I'll just me being me will be the fun, unique thing. An older person, a person of color, a plus size person, a person with disabilities and mental illness that sees things in stories in a different way and just has a different voice, maybe about the same book that we're all reading. Maybe I come at it from a different place, or hopefully I can bring light on, shine a light on books that other people aren't reading, or hopefully find my community and we can talk about, some of these books that some of these youngins aren't really into. Number 3 is, what am I most excited for about this new channel? For me, it's meeting other bookish people, finding a community. Like I said before, I'm a huge consumer of YouTube, and so I'd like to create and actually become a part of a community now. I'd love to be able to find people to discuss books with, and that's it. I'm just excited about being able to talk to people about books. Number 4, why do I love reading? Why do you love reading? I love reading for the escape. I love reading to be seen. When I was a young wife and a young mother, I loved what was her? Elizabeth Berg wrote books that spoke to me as a young woman. As a young mother, I felt like I was the only person that thought this way. It was my first marriage. I was coming into who I was as a mother. When I had my first daughter, I thought she was going to be my last child, and I remember mourning my mother's death, and the way I mourned her death again. My mother died when I was 10, and then when I was about 22, I re-mourned my mother's death. And the way I mourned her, I thought was just the only me. But I read one of Elizabeth Berg's books and saw a person in that book mourning the way I mourned, thinking the way I thought. That's the kind of things that I look for in reading. When I was a little girl, I actually ended up reading a lot of Toni Morrison, Sula, The Bluest Eye, and being dark-skinned, being unloved in that sense, feeling unloved, being the darkest one in the family, having people make the little sly remarks that they make about dark-skinned people, being seen, and then just the beauty of the way someone can put words together, that's magical to me. Like when someone puts words in a certain way and they describe something in a way that you didn't know needed to be described that way, or just a turn of words that just makes you have to just stop and put the book down for a minute and think like, wow, you know, that's why I love reading. I love consuming stuff, entertainment, all of it. And they all have different places in my heart, but reading has the number one spot in my heart, definitely. Number 5, what book or book series got you into reading? And I would have to say it was Miss Piggle Wiggle by Betty McDonald. It was the first book series that I remember finding, loving, and then feeling like I needed to read all the books in the series. And every chance I got, running back to the school library and picking it up. I think I was in like 2nd grade when I got a hold of that series, and I read all of them and I loved them, and I've been reading ever since. So Miss Piggle Wiggle. I always remember it as Piggledy Wiggledy for some reason, but whenever I look it up to try to recommend it to somebody else, or when I went to go buy it for my kids and I saw that it was Piggle Wiggle, I was just like, why did I keep saying Piggledy Wiggledy? But anyway, Piggle Wiggle by Betty McDonald. Number 6 is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? My favorite booktuber is, I would say, Books and Lala. And I would just ask her, how do you do it all? She works full time. She's a mother. She's a very, very popular booktuber. She also has a side business and a husband. And how? That's it. How? Number 7, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? And for me, it's technology and mental health. Technology, because I have a tablet, I have a phone, and I have vanity lights. You know, I like makeup and stuff like that. So I have a vanity, a really nice vanity I think I got last Christmas. It's a mirror that has the lights already on them. And I can, you know, change them around and stuff. And so, and I have a pretty nice tablet that I got last Christmas as well. It records clear enough video. I did get a little microphone that said noise canceling, but it didn't change the noise at all, and so I sent it back, and I'm not willing to spend very much more money on this until it gets out of the hobby, if it ever even gets out of the hobby level. Then maybe I'll get more. But the thing that stopped me more so than, I guess this is asking, yeah, it's starting a booktube channel, and that's one of the things that stopped me. It was, you know, there's already so many booktubers out there. I don't have the technology. Who's gonna want to? All the people are younger. All the people are white. Like, who's gonna want to listen to me? And so those were all the things that kind of stopped me. And then the thing that I worry about from here on out is mental health, because I actually started this channel about 5 months ago, and I was putting up videos and working out kinks, and I think one of my first videos was one that I really enjoyed doing the most. It was like an in-depth, you know, review over a course of a couple days into but I videoed it in that vertical the whole time, and but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put it up anyway. And actually I just realized people have responded to that, and I didn't know that until I downloaded YouTube Studios, I think. So anyway, I put up some videos, and then George Floyd died, or was it Corona and then George Floyd? And I am bipolar, and so those things hit me hard. 2020, oddly enough, you know, I don't mourn celebrity deaths that much, but I mourn Chadwick Boseman like he was my own brother. I don't know what that was about. A lot of people started to describe it about, you know, how how he made Black people feel and things like that. I was already sensitive because of, you know, the way the world is going. And so, you know, I really only had space, energy, time, ability to be a decent mother and to get to my therapy appointments twice a week. So that was it. So now that I'm back in a good place, and I'm hoping, and I have an awesome therapy team, actually, more than one person. I'm hoping that things stay more like this than the crazy, you know, I hate to say crazy, but you know what I mean, this kind of thing going on. So that is the end of the Booktube Newbie Tag. Let me know if you are a Booktube newbie, tag me in your tag, and I will see you in the next video.